Hello and welcome everyone, Lionheart here, and today we're back with another Warmachine component overview video. Today we're taking a look at the processor for the build, plus the cooling solution that I've picked up as well. The processor was very kindly sponsored by Overclockers UK. It's the i7-5930K, and I also picked up a Corsair water cooling system as well, the Hydro H100i V2. So let's take a look at them. So there we go, we got some shots of the i7-5930K plus the Corsair Hydro H100i V2 water cooling system that I've picked up myself for this build. But again, big thanks to Overclockers for providing the CPU. It is an absolute monster. It retails for £499.99 on Overclockers' site. I'm also affiliated with them now, so if you do want to check out some PC components, accessories, even gaming chairs, do feel free to take a look. The processor itself is, as I said, a bit of a monster. It's a 6-core CPU with 12 threads thanks to hyperthreading, meaning that for rendering, video editing, and I still need to test it for this, but for video streaming as well to something like Twitch, it should have the edge over traditional 4-core i7s with 8 threads. It supports 15 megabytes of Intel Smart Cache, also has turbo boost. The clock speeds of the processor at stock are 3.5 GHz, and that has built-in turbo, as mentioned, up to 3.7 GHz. Although, as Overclockers themselves state on their website, they've been doing testing themselves and quite easily can achieve speeds of 4.5 GHz with the CPU, which is very impressive. Obviously, that's why I wanted to pick up the Corsair H100i V2. I've used their water cooling systems before, so it was a natural purchase for me to get that for the build, considering that it supports so many different CPUs, both Intel and AMD, so it's quite a versatile cooling unit. Overall, this processor, from some testing that I've done so far, is very, very powerful. For rendering, to give you guys an example, it normally takes me for a 1080p 60 FPS video that's 30 minutes long, normally takes around 45 to 50 minutes to render, which actually isn't that bad. I can leave it going over lunch or while I'm working on some other edits. However, with this processor, the i7-5930K, I should say my previous render example was given on an i7-4770K, but with this processor, the 5930K, I can render a 1080p 60 FPS 30-minute video in 25 minutes. So I've pretty much halved my rendering time, and it's actually rendering, total render time is taking less than the actual length of the video, which really does improve kind of the whole production process that I go through about making a video, because it's not really the recording time, it's normally the render time that you end up waiting for. Upload speeds with my internet is pretty good. You obviously have to wait for YouTube to process your video, but often render time is a bit of a stickler, especially when you're trying to do 60 FPS, because that takes up a lot of resources. But this breezes through it, and I'm very excited to actually try streaming on this machine as well, because with all those cores and extra threads, I should see less of an impact on my games when I stream, because streaming is very much a CPU intensive process. Temperature wise as well, obviously with that cooler, I was looking for some pretty good results, and it's delivered. It idles at around 25-26 degrees across all the cores. Then kind of just browsing, general workload goes up to around about 30 degrees, and I've seen it maxed out after heavy rendering and gaming at around about 57 degrees Celsius. And that is, again, at stock speeds with that turbo boost taking up to 3.7 GHz. I fully intend to overclock this, and I will do obviously plenty of benchmarks over the coming weeks on this system to see how it performs once I push it up a bit. Jump up to 4 GHz to start with, and then look to get to that 4.5 sweet spot, and then probably leave it there because I think that's more than enough for now. So that's my brief overview of the CPU for the Warmachine PC build, the i7-5930K. Again, big thanks to Overclockers. They really came and helped me out by supplying this processor, very core component to the build. And as I said, I picked up the water cooling system myself. But if you are looking for a solid water cooling system, and you've got about that £100 budget, $150, I can highly recommend the Corsair H100i-V2. So until the next one, don't forget to check out the links in the description where you can find out more details about the processor, water cooling, and the rest of the Warmachine PC overview component videos. Until the next one, don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Take pride and join the Legion. Check out my affiliates and sponsors, XMG, Greenman Gaming, and Overclockers UK. Till next time, ciao for now.